This is the BMW i3, and while it might not be very loud or create cool plumes of smoke, it's definitely cool and unique in its own way, and that's because it's one of BMW's first electric cars. Now this one has a gas range extender, so I'm not stranded, but you get the idea. But before I get into more detail, I made 3 other videos that go into detail on specific features, so if you're interested in those, make sure you check out those videos, and leave any feedback you have in the comment section below, so I can get back to you. Anyways, I've seen a lot of videos online from people who live in warmer climates, and believe me, that is definitely where this car flourishes. However, I live in Toronto, and I also don't want to spend an arm and a leg on gas. Temperatures here are below the freezing mark for more than 6 months of the year, so I figured I should make a video based on how this car behaves in Canada, aka the winter. The colder temperature stuff is especially important because batteries don't perform that well in cooler temperatures, something to do with the charge or discharge rate, but on average the battery is not going to work as well as it would in the summer. Oh, and make sure you get winter tires. They're relatively inexpensive and really the only thing you can do to make the i3 more winter ready since there's no all-wheel drive system. In either case, I can tell you that the i3 will handle cool temperatures and a little bit of slush and snow without too much trouble. Additionally, since the car is rear-wheel drive, it's important to take special care while accelerating because you get a lot of torque instantly, so the tires can easily spin out, and the same is true while decelerating because the regenerative braking system kicks in and it feels like you're slamming on the brakes. So best practice from my experience has been to gently let off the gas when decelerating in winter conditions, instead of completely taking your foot off the gas, that is. Besides driving habits changing in winter, you also have to be cognizant of the fact that you will have less range in cooler temperatures, on average about 20 to 50 kilometers less in the summer, and this is made worse when you turn on the heat or the butt warmers. Pay attention to the numbers in blue. Yeah, it makes a huge difference if you blast the heat. Your best bet is to bundle up, grab a cuddle buddy, and a hot drink. Yeah, no, I'm being 100% serious. Or simply precondition the car when it's plugged in so that you don't use up your battery and your cabin's nice and warm when you get in. I've also found that driving on low heat can cause the windows to fog up a little bit, so pro tip is to vent the moist air by opening the windows for a little bit. I know it's counterintuitive, but trust me, it works better than blasting the heat higher. Now, as I mentioned, the car does best in temperatures above the freezing mark, but before we get into summer driving, I should mention A, driving on the highway and at high speeds, you're very susceptible to gusts of wind, so both hands in the steering wheel is ideal. And B, your best friend while driving this car will be the drive mode selector, which lets you toggle between Comfort, Eco Pro, and Eco Pro Plus driving modes, which basically optimize your range based on your driving needs. So as you can see, my electric range in blue is changing along with my gas range depending on the mode I'm in. Also notice the word lim 130, which limits my speed to 130 kilometers per hour, and it softens the accelerator pedal a little bit. Now, if I switch into Eco Pro Plus mode, not only does my speed limit to 90, but I also lose most of my air, cooling, and heating controls, and really all I maintain is fan control. But again, this driving mode gives me maximum range, and that's the name of the game with this car. Every switch in driving mode pops up on the main screen with a little bit of information, so once again, Comfort is normal, there's no sports mode. Eco Pro softens the pedal a little bit and limits your speed to 130, you still have air conditioning. And Eco Pro Plus is the most restrictive with no more air conditioning controls and a speed limiter of 90. In addition to the main screen, there's also a small readout next to the greasy-ass fan speed selector, which in Eco Pro, that portion lights up, and in Eco Pro Plus, the little plus sign at the end lights up too. So here's how I've been using the various modes. I might not be making the best use of them, but this makes sense to me. So driving around the city or in stop-and-go traffic, I'm typically in Eco Pro Plus mode, unless I absolutely need air conditioning, in which case I turn up to Eco Pro. This is also the mode I toggle the minute I'm merging onto the highway, where I need to be above 100 kilometers per hour. Also, pay attention as I accelerate in a not-so-Eco-Pro manner. A little icon shows up on the screen telling me to ease up on the pedal so that I can maximize my range. So as you can see, I can totally exceed the speed limiter set by the driving mode. Let's say in case of emergency, there's a little bit of a lag in the pedal, but you can exceed the speed if you need to. However, a new icon appears telling me that I'm going way too fast. I need to slow down as per the limiter. And this is kind of the best time to show you guys a regen braking system and exactly how aggressive it is. You can literally come to a complete stop given enough road by simply taking your foot off the gas thanks to the regen braking system. So the best way to get off the highway is to simply anticipate your stopping distance and take your foot off the gas. And once you're below 90, you can switch back to Eco Pro Plus mode. This will also charge your battery and not use your physical brakes. Now, one of the coolest things I like about this car is being able to just get in and press start, switch to drive, and go. There's no engine rev or oil that needs to warm up or anything like that when you first start the car. You simply get in, start, and go. Literally, your longest delay is putting on your seatbelt. So this thing has super thin tires, and it's all about keeping friction low and maximizing your range. So these stock eco-friendly 19s come with the car, and they really help make the car nimble in the summer and maximize your range. And they also help you cut through small layers of snow in the winter, especially if you get winter tires. And thankfully, unlike most other BMW tires, they don't cost an arm and a leg to replace. That's largely because they're lacking one key feature that most BMW tires are known for nowadays: run flats. Yeah, these tires are not run flats, which is lucky for you guys because I get to demonstrate how to deal with a flat, because unlucky for me, I had one. Now, thankfully, it wasn't anything too serious. My tire pressure light came on one morning, so I had to pull over and learn really quickly that there's no spare tire on this car. That's right, no run flats and no spare. So you call BMW roadside, who will tow you to the closest dealership for free, where you are forced to buy a new tire because they're not going to fix it for like $200. Or you use the emergency repair kit that's stored in the frunk so you can drive yourself to the dealership or to the local tire repair shop like I did. The emergency repair kit consists of sealant which you plug into this air pump, which also comes with the car, and that injects your tire full of sealant so you can drive away. Or in my case, since my leak was pretty small, I simply reinflated the tire using the pump and drove at a low speed for almost 5K to the closest tire repair shop where they fixed the flat for like $30. Which is definitely better than spending an unexpected $200 first thing in the morning. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you're enjoying this 4-part series. Check out the other videos. There's one that's an overview video and one that goes into the interior of the cabin, the exterior features, and the storage abilities of the car, as well as the last video, which is a public charging video, plus the iRemote app, where I go into a lot of detail on those features. So make sure you guys subscribe, share, rate, comment, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one.